So Liverpool kicked off their pre-season with 2 draws. Jordan Henderson is likely to stay this season. Porto has bought Marco Grujic. And Sadio Mane scored a world-class tap-in. All this and more on today's Redmond Roundup. Right, hello there everyone, welcome back to James Redmond TV and welcome to another Redmond Roundup, the show where we give you all your latest news and updates on football and LFC related topics. Today is a mainly LFC based, we played 2 games, so I suggest we just get right into today's Redmond Roundup. So, how do you sum up 2 30-minute games, which is not something I've ever really saw before in my lifetime, at least it being televised and all that nonsense on LFC TV Go, which I had to go ahead and buy to watch the damn game. Were they exciting? No, but it was interesting to at least see a few of the boys. It was interesting to see the likes of the youngsters like Kate Gordon and Harvey Elliott, who I'm not going to lie, I thought they all had a very, very positive performance, especially Harvey Elliott when he came on in the second half. Oh no, sorry, the second game, I'm getting them confused. We played 2 different teams. In the second game, he was trying things, he was being creative, and I don't know, I thought the commentator made an alright comparison to Jack Grealish. He played in the number 10, and I don't know, it's just, the qualities is there, and he's not a slow player by any means, but he's not someone who relies on the pace. He wants to beat a man one-on-one. He's a very exciting player, so Harvey Elliott is, in my opinion, going to be someone who Jurgen Klopp and the coaching team will be looking to implement more in the team this season, and today I think shown he's up for it. He's up to show whether or not he's got enough to be in this team, even though he's very, very young. I want to know from you in the comments down below, does Harvey Elliott have enough right now to be involved with that first team? I think he possibly does. I still think we need to buy a winger, but for the right-hand side to back up Mo, or as we saw today, possibly a number 10, I don't mind it. Kate Gordon as well, someone who joined us, I think, in January or February from Derby County, bags goals for fun, been bagging goals for the unders as well. Now he comes into the first team, he was trying nutmegs and just looked very, very positive and confident. And I think players like him and Harvey Elliott, even though they're both different, I think their type of character, the fact that they're both young, the fact that they're in and around world-class players, it's only going to benefit them for the long run. Jake Kane got a run out. Sadio Mane scored, which is obviously things that you love to see. I mean, if there's a better time to bring back the clip, it's probably now. Roll it.
Sadio Mane. I said it last time I was on it, he's the best football player in the world.
So yeah, all round, I'm not here going to be absolutely ecstatic, but as far as I'm concerned, the watch-alongs and the pre-season actually properly starts when we play Mines. I was going to do a watch-along today, but I just thought to myself, you know what, it's 2 30-minute games, I don't even know how it's going to be set out. I was proper confused. Also, I didn't know where I was going to watch it until about 10 minutes before the game actually kicked off, and then I quickly try and bought LFC TV Go. Also, spend $4.99 to see us draw against 2 German teams. Or where the fuck are Wacker from? Are they from Austria? I do not know. But let me know your thoughts. Let me know your man of the match in the comments down below. Out of the 2 games, I really do not mind. It was 2 30-minute halves, so we'll just say it was 1 game. But anyway, let's get into the next piece of news. So Marco Grujic has been sold to FC Porto for £10.5 million. Well, pounds, but still, not bad. I mean, he was never going to play in our first team, let's just be real there. He is a good player, someone that I am sure could add some value to this squad, but I'm not going to lie, I'd rather 10 million. And I actually think we could have got more. There's actually an element of sort of disappointment from myself when it comes to talking about this deal. I think Marco Grujic, he's proven at Porto, that he is someone who can become a decent player. That being said, we could have missed out just a little bit too late. Maybe if we sold him a year ago when I think he's now 25. So not a bad move for him, and Liverpool, of course, need money. So that is now 1 player out of the probably 5 or 6 that we need to get rid of. Also, we sold, please forgive me because I've always really struggled with this player's name. Taiwo Iwonini. Again, I have 100% butchered that, but either way, he's joined Union Berlin for £6.5 million. He's had a few loan spells. Now he's moved permanently. I think £6.5 million for a player who's barely made a first team appearance is not too bad. I think I'd be comfortable in saying he's never played a professional first team game. He's probably played pre-season, but not in the league or anything like that, or even League Cup. So all round, we've couped 17 million there. We still need to let go of the likes of Harry Wilson, which actually, that'll probably touch onto the next topic nicely. He is linked with Fulham. £15 million is the fee being talked about. And again, I think we could maybe try and squeeze about 20 million, but I might be thinking, my head might be like in a normal sort of market world, whereas right now we know the market isn't so normal. So what would usually be a £20 million player might be considerably less. Fulham obviously just being relegated, I think that'd be a good move for both. I think Harry Wilson has really shown Championship would be a very good level for him, and he could actually look world class in the Championship. The Premier League, I think he looks decent, and if he goes up with Fulham, it adds a little bit more value to his part and his role to play. So instead of staying in the Premier League, I think he should probably go for it. Try and make an experience out of getting a promotion in the Championship. And there's no doubt he's going to keep his place in the Wales squad, so it's not going to affect him there. He's going to get more game time. It'd be a good move for them, and we're getting 15 mil. Anyway, Jordan Henderson is likely to stay, according to Neil Jones. Now, this isn't something that surprises me. I was also expecting Jordan Henderson to still be a Liverpool player by the end of this window. The only reason I had that little rant on the channel yesterday is simply, and do you know what? Hindsight tells me that I might have overreacted just a little bit, but it's just constant mistakes from FSG, and you can only make predictions with the future, and the future, even though it doesn't look bleak for Liverpool, it doesn't look crap, it doesn't mean we're going to be relegated. Like, we're in good stead financially. We're not taking the piss. We are well run, but could we be? Do we need to know who we are a little bit more? Yes. It's like Mike Tyson going to a fight and only trying to do little punches. Mate, you're Mike Tyson. Start throwing them fucking haymakers, because that is what makes you a monster, and that is what made you a world champion. Liverpool are a dominant club. It should be the biggest club in the country. But the reason why it isn't talked about in that same realm is because we don't compete with these teams financially. The reason why Man City will go ahead and overtake Liverpool in the next 30, 40 years is because they will continue to pump money out of their arse. Man United, the reason why they very soon could overtake Liverpool is because they spend money. Right now, they're having a bit of a crisis with the manager and whatnot, but that manager will be gone soon. They're going to bring in someone world class, and that manager will therefore be able to use them Manchester United players to their maximum potential. Therefore, they'll be winning trophies again. It's only a few more trophies till they can definitely say they're bigger than Liverpool, because right now I still think we have a shout. We have the most major trophies, and I'm going into a completely different conversation, and I've just realised that. But the point is, know who you are, man. Know who you are. We're Liverpool Football Club. We should be able to compete with all these teams. Now, why have I just gone into that rant? Oh yeah, because I might have slightly overreacted with the Henderson news. But at the end of the day, there is always news coming out. Gini Wijnaldum shouldn't have went for free. You also had the Super League. You also had the furlough. There's so many just constant mistakes. How many times is it till I look like the dickhead for forgiving you? That's all I want to ask. They're not the worst owners, I'll give you that, but that does not mean I can sit here and try and give a little bit of constructive criticism on what I think they're doing wrong with my club, your club, and our club. We're allowed to speak about what's best for it, in my opinion. You sit back and you think, we've got so many players on 2-year contracts. Like, are we really? We're not really linked with any big players. Like, what's the direction we're going in? Or are we just trying to stay in this spot for now? I just think, while we've got a world-class manager like Jurgen Klopp, who I don't think, if I was to make a prediction that I hope I'm really wrong with, I don't think he's going to sign a new contract, and therefore, I don't think we're using the most out of the manager we've got. I think it's going to be very hard to replace a manager like Jurgen Klopp for years and years and years to come. And we're not giving him a full set of equipment. You know, it's like trying to get a window cleaner to clean some windows, but only give him a cloth and, a cup of water. Give him a little bit of fairy liquid, lad. He could do a bit of a better job. Wait, fairy liquid's for dishes, innit? I don't do much cleaning, so pretty poor analogy from myself, I will not lie to you. But yeah, Henderson won't go. I am very confident fans is saying that. I just don't like the disputes, the public outbursts and stuff. Even if it came from Henderson's side, it was obviously due to an FSG negotiation tactic type of thing. So that's my sort of stance on the overall situation. But yeah, people, that's going to be the end of today's Redmond Roundup. It's a very Liverpool-based Redmond Roundup. The normal ones will be back tomorrow with a bunch of done deals and a bunch of still Liverpool-related topics. I'm sure there's going to be loads that come out. But anyway, thank you for watching this. If you did enjoy it, then be sure you smash a like, and I'll see you all later. Peace out.